Years ago, I had a conversation with a woman, now deceased, whose young adult child had stolen from her. It wasn't a great deal of money, and it had been a long time ago, and the young person had since straightened his life out. He'd gotten married, had a wonderful family. Fortunately, this young guy had straightened things out, but he had never paid the money back. And the long ago but not forgotten incident had become the Lord Voldemort of family conversation, he who must not be named. So this elderly parent of the now reformed child asked me what I thought of making things right in her will, to withhold the amount of inheritance from her son if he never paid her back. I told her to carefully consider what she was trying to accomplish. Unintended consequences are just as real as the ones you meant. Last words are important words. They're the ones that are remembered. You've said a lot of things to your family over your lifetime. What do you want them to remember of what you've said? This much I know. What you say in your will is going to be remembered as much as anything else during your life. So choose your words carefully. Do you want to extract revenge through your will? If so, a will can be a very useful tool to accomplish that goal. It is the stuff of old mystery novels and legal thrillers. The family gathers around the family lawyer who reads the will with the verbal intonations of a Shakespearean actor. And to my worthless and shiftless son Charles, I leave this cheap $5 wash bucket full of the same empty promises he always made to me. Gasp. Charles storms out of the room with the rest of the family wryly smiling at him as just desserts are delivered in style. But this lady wasn't like that. Nothing in her question made me think that she wanted revenge. So we went to the next level. Do you want to bring about justice in your will? She didn't intend to leave nothing to the son in question, just an amount reduced by the amount that he stole and never paid back. Now consider the effect of such a provision done in isolation. The money will indeed be paid back, and any other children will be made whole, and she would have marked that son, the one who turned his life around, with a brand that he would never be able to wash off. He would always be the one who stole from Mom. Absent any other actions, that's what I believed would happen if she remedied this wrong only through her will. So I asked her, do you want things to be made right, really right? Then deal with the situation while you're alive, not after you're gone. Go to your son, either one-on-one or with the help of someone who can referee what may be a very uncomfortable situation. Tell him what you're really thinking and feeling. And I suggested something like the following conversation. Son, you know that I love you. I've been making out my will, and it brought up the whole issue of the stolen money. Now, I know you were sorry, and you've done such a fine job of making a good life for yourself. I'm proud of you. But I feel the need to settle this one outstanding issue, the money you stole. We've never even talked about you paying me back. What do you think the right thing to do is? Do you want to pay me back? Do you think it would be better if I just made a provision in my will that took care of that after I'm gone? I can do that in my will, but I didn't want to do that without discussing it with you first. You get the idea. The specific words that come from your mouth aren't so important. It's the words that are coming from your heart that will be heard loud and clear. Justice done through a will too often comes across as vengeance. A loving conversation held before the will may be very meaningful to you and immeasurably healing to your family after you're gone. Offering you wisdom on wealth, I'm Byron Moore.